Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Now I've got a real Marmite watch, we say in the UK, for you today. This is a Mecexp. Now you might have seen them doing rounds on things like Kickstarter. There's been quite a few people talking about them, and basically they reached out to me a few weeks back now, and if I'd like to review their watch. And to be fair, I do get quite a few offers to review watches, and many of them I just don't simply bother with. But they then contacted me again, so I thought, well, I'll take a close look, and had a look on their website, and I thought that's actually quite cool. So I said, yep, fair enough. So full disclosure, they've sent me this watch free of charge. If I get to keep it, one of those things. But I'll give you my true opinion of it. So it turned up, came in a nice watch box, opened it up, and I was really surprised with the kind of solid feeling of this watch. Let me tell you the sizes first. It's 36.5mm case size I'm reading. The thickness is 13.8mm. Now I know some people are going to whinge at that, but you've got to remember this Seiko here is I think 12.8mm, so it's only 1mm thicker than that, and I never heard anyone complain about that thickness. It's only because of the design, it looks quite stark. Now the lug to lug size I was reading, I think it was 48mm, and the strap size is 22mm on this watch. Now I know a lot of people are going to say, how do you even tell the time on that watch? But it's actually quite cool how they do it. If I well, I'll tell you what, I'll show you actually. This is telling the time at a moment, so that is saying it is 11:35, because how you do it on this one, I should have got the pointer ready, shouldn't I? That is your hour indicator, and that is your minute indicator. But I'll show you how you set the time first. So you press this crown on the side 4 times, and it resets itself. So if I want to set it to, I don't know, let's say 4:20. If I turn this now, you see how this is moving. So 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And now press this. And now it should go into minute setting. And as you can see, there you go. And that is now the minute setting there. And that is 4:20. Press the button. And there you go. That's the time set at 4:20. But it's got more gadgets and features. If I turn this light off for a second, if I press this button once, you get an illuminated display. But one thing I should also point out is that these markers are also loomed. It was a nice little touch. I didn't realise they'd done it until a couple of days after. Now, if I press this button, let me see, twice, it will tell me the battery level. And so this is now telling me we've got about 50% power in the battery at the moment. It does come with a charging cable, as you can see here. That connects onto the back like so. And now that is charging. When it's charging, it should go green. And that's it. To be fair, I found I'm on the first charge and it lasts me about 3 weeks something, roughly. But there are some other things we can do to make that even longer. So now if I press this 3 times, it goes into chrono mode. And the chrono mode is very cool, because if I set that, that will go up all the way up to 60, jump back down, and then raise that. I love the sound of this watch. It's one of those, when I've been at work, and say if I take my watch off, put it on the side as I'm doing my watchmaking, if I put this on the side, it's almost like an old-fashioned, long case, or people know them as grandfather clocks, long case clock ticking. And it's just so cool. So obviously when you've got it in standard mode, you'll only hear this move every 1 minute, but it is very audible, and I kind of like that. It's kind of a modern take on it. And as you can see now, when it actually gets to the top, so let's see if we can get that without any reflections. As it comes down, and you watch the minute move as well. So here we go. And stop that, press it there, press it once more, and that will go back to your time. I think it's quite cool. It's made of, I believe it's recycled aluminium, but there is also a titanium model available. You can get it in silver or this black here. You can get it with this strap or like a rubber style strap. I must admit, this strap looks great, but it is very stiff. Not my favourite choice. I personally like it on one of these. My friend John Keeley makes these straps, and it looks fantastic on that one. So I just think it's great. One thing I would say, and I only found out this I was going through all the instructions. If you keep your finger down on the button for 4 seconds, what that will do is put it into a sleep mode. So the sleep mode means it won't make these clunks when you're obviously sleeping. And what it will do is freeze the time. And then you press it and it will readjust itself to the actual correct time. I think it is actually really quite cool and different. Now, I know some people won't like that, but I love it for its quirkiness. As I say, on the other side, we do have the charging port you've got there. We have black screws all on the back, and it is, believe it or not, actually 50 meters water resistant, which is quite cool. And it also features sapphire crystal on there. The prices, as I say, the base model in just steel without the DLC coating comes in at, I think, £233. I think this one, I think it's about £260 or £270, and there is a titanium model available, which is £300. But I really like it for its quirky coolness. Yes, I know a lot of people are going to think you're mad, but when you think all I do is wear mechanical watches all the time, this is really different and quite cool. And I love the fact that it's such an audible watch that you hear it, you hear the minute hand clunk over every 1 minute through. And then, of course, when it goes all the way up to 60, you can really feel it on your wrist and hear it as it jumps back down to the bottom there. I know they call it on the bottom a flyback, but it's more a retrograde, really. But I just think it's different and cool. Let me show you it on my wrist so you've got an idea. Oh, one thing I should point out is when the battery is running out, it will start to flash red at you. I don't know how long you actually get then. I believe you've probably still got probably a day or so, I dare say. If you're running a chronograph all the time, that will obviously have a detrimental effect on the battery. But overall, it's just really cool. I think when you put it in sleep mode overnight, that will obviously keep the battery a lot longer. Let me do a wrist check so you've got an idea how it looks. First, quick wrist check. This is what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a Rolex OP39, which I absolutely love. And as we've pointed out, Bob has got the Presage GMT on there, which is just very, very nice. My wrist size is 7¼ inches. That equates roughly, I think, to about 16.5 centimeters. I'll give you a view of this. Now, to be fair, I haven't been wearing it on this strap at all. It is a little bit stiff. I would go for the rubber one personally, but the strap overall it is actually quite nice because you do have a black keeper on there, which is all signed up. But it's actually, I tell you what, the camera doesn't do it justice because it is quite, I would say, quite small on the wrist, though it doesn't look it on that camera view. But yeah, it is just really quite a funky watch. I think if you've got a collection of watches and you're after something which is a bit quirky, a little bit different, yeah, you can't go wrong with this. For the money, it is very, very cool and something different. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of this one, guys. I know it's going to be quite kind of a bit of a Marmite watch. You're going to love it or you're going to hate it. But anyway, all the best, and most importantly, you guys stay safe out there. Take care. Bye.